For yielding. Well, it appears that the House has finally found the path out of dysfunction junction. We've been there for too long. We need a long-term, as long-term as possible, transportation bill as soon as possible. Now, this extension's for 180 days. We can't wait 180 days to come to agreement with the Senate. We need to go to an expedited conference as soon as possible. We've been gathering data from the individual states since the last 90-day extension 3 weeks ago. The state of North Carolina has canceled $1.2 billion worth of projects, 40,000 jobs this year. Other states are reporting in, none quite so drastic, but the grand total is going to be probably close to 100,000 jobs foregone because of the uncertainty created by these 90-day extensions. It's time to put an end to 90-day extensions. This should be the last one, and we should proceed immediately to conference and begin to work through our differences with the Senate. Even H.R. 7, which the Republicans couldn't get out of their own conference, they could not get agreement between those 50 or 60 who believe their national transportation policy should be set individually by the 50 states. Wow, what does that mean? Transit should be thrown under the bus or out of the bus, with other members of their caucus saying, "Wait a minute, that's totally unacceptable to us." They couldn't get the bill out, but even the fact that they couldn't get the bill out, there's much overlap and agreement between many provisions in H.R. 7 and what the Senate has done. I believe we could conference those areas in disagreement quite promptly. As the ranking member said, this no longer ends safe routes to school, something which I opposed in H.R. 7, and other cycling and alternate modes of transportation. It doesn't throw transit out the window off the bridge, but transit would be in play between the House and the Senate. During the last major authorization, Safety Lou, we had an incredible fight in conference, but it wasn't between Democrats and Republicans. It was between the House and the Senate. And we fought for a number of weeks over the split between transit and highways and came to a good accommodation, I believe. And hopefully we'll end up close to that in this. But the Senate bill, which we tried to force a vote on, and had we put that in place 3 weeks ago, instead of the 90-day extension, we wouldn't have lost or been in the process of losing all those contracts and jobs now at the beginning of the construction season. That's about 100,000 jobs potentially lost with more temporary extensions. But we would instead have seen another 500,000 jobs, which is the predicted result of the stability of 2 years of funding with the Senate bill. So, I will support this iteration because I am anxious to get to conference. I'm anxious to get agreement. I believe we should get it done before the middle of May, so that states can capture this construction season and we can put a few 100,000 people who desperately want jobs back to work and those who supply them back to work. And finally, on the issue of excessive fuel prices, I wish there's only one thing we can do immediately. I mean, the XL pipeline, first off, they say they're going to export it after they refine it. We are exporting gasoline from the United States of America today, where the price is being set in a world market, and it's being set by speculators on Wall Street. If we just clamp down on the speculation on Wall Street, the head of ExxonMobil, Goldman Sachs, the St. Louis Federal Reserve, and prominent economists say we could save consumers 60 to 70 cents a gallon tomorrow if we stopped the rip-offs by the people on Wall Street and the excessive speculation by the people on Wall Street, something that's only been allowed for about a decade. It didn't used to be allowed for them to control our energy future. So if you want to do something real, that should be part of this bill. XL Pipeline's going to do nothing to help people get lower gas prices.
Mr. Chairman, I'm pleased to yield 2 minutes to the distinguished chair of the House Energy and